Right, so we got the old Site of Grace over here that we can snag that we've not snagged before. Does this mean we've not spoken to Ken before, or did we just speak to Ken and then not get it? Lovely. Now let's go about our business. We'll just have a quick look at some cat pictures that Rob's just taken with my phone. Aww. It's our Cherry in a box. Little box babe. Now, where was that Site Grace? Mistwood outskirts. It's down here somewhere. There's also bears. We don't want the bears, we just want the Grace. There it is. Cherry's just been kicked out of the kitchen while some cooking is going on. She's not impressed. Shit. Rune Bear? Is that Rune Bear that's on our tail? It better not be. It probably is. Oh no, it might have been a regular bear, that's fine. Well, it's still not fine. I'd rather avoid it. I suppose we should test out these old double swords, see what sort of poking action we can do. Oh, that is a delicious combo. See, back in Souls 2 when you power stance a couple of rapiers, it was just double poke. This is much more swashbuckling. Even on my magic characters, I'm just finding swordplay more interesting than spell slinging half the time. Now, we should probably have a poke around, look for friend Blythe, but we should also just generally run about the gaff and see if we can scoop some loot. Because there's glovewort down in these underground places. There might also be smith and stones here and there. But there's definitely some glovewort now. Ghost 1, that's fine. There's definitely a couple of spells. The old Oracle bubble spells. One's down here. Maybe two, I'm not sure. Excuse us lads, we're just running through and looting all your stuff. Don't mind me. Maybe we'll have to get into the bit proper before we'll run into Blythe. Grab that centipede though. Because why not? You see a centipede, you grab a centipede. It's just common sense. That smith and stone is way too big for us now. Although it might... No, we needed 3 on the right hand and 1 on the left, didn't we? So... yeah. We still need some fairly low smith and stones. We've not really leveled up Cherry's weapons very much. Which is kind of appropriate for a mage, but at the same time, not so much. We still need upgrades. How vulnerable are these lads to magic anyway? Not the most vulnerable. And we really don't want to be stood on this platform whilst that bugger goes off in our face. Oh. Nearly got us killed. Now. There's a way down. And then there is a scarab down there as well, isn't there? Yeah. Nice. So that's the Oracle Bubbles spell. Good. We may or may never use it. Haven't decided. Probably not. Probably not. But we've got it. We've got the option if we want it. Now, where are we headed? Now, is it wise to grab that horn bow whilst we're here? Seems like pretty much everyone could use a bow. Even Cherry Bear. I mocked the horn bow when I first saw it. I was like, who needs an int bow? But yeah. A relatively infinite supply of ranged attacks. It's just dang useful. I'm glad I stumbled across it on my first trip down here with old Yukibum. Although I still need, what, 2 more strength to wield it. Bloody hell. Although I can two-hand it, which is nice. Although it also takes me over my equip load, because we've got no endurance. Bloody hell. But it's one for later. Are you a plump sort, Torrent? Too many rower raisins. Now, where might friend Blythe be down here? Where are all the Ghost Glove Wart 2s? Where's our map? There's our map. That's good. And does that lad want to tussle with us? There's a 2. Fantastic. Come on then. You can be the test for our super cool combo of rapiers. Okay, it's not the most damage in the world. But it's still cool nonetheless. Maybe these guys are just naturally resistant to magic. It looks like they're kind of made of magic. So it would be understandable. Someone just shoot me. How long is your range? Now, where would I be if I were Blythe? Probably up here. The old Hallowhorn grounds. But no, no sign of him. And we're still in combat apparently, because these guys have got an aggro radius of like 400 miles. So yeah, now might not be the worst time to just pop into that cave. The old Crystal Tunnels cave. And it might not be a great time, because it's going to take us a while to get to it, isn't it? Unless we port up there. Yeah, let's try popping back to the academy. And then we can pop out of the door that we didn't come in through. And yeah, this takes us straight to the Balam Highway. Lovely. And so from here, it shouldn't be a terrible task to get down to that crystal cave. What's that guy doing? Just stood there. Who are you looking out for, friend? Is it me? Well. Yeah, that's the last we're going to see of that lad. Unless we happen to find a safe way down and just find his battered corpse in a heap at the bottom. But is there a safe way down? The more I learn about navigating now, the better it is in the long run. But there doesn't appear to be a safe way down there either, so... Where have I put myself by coming down this little plateau? Oh, hello. Yep. You're Glint Blade Phalanx nonsense won't work on me because I'm just going to run around like a mad thing. But I'll also take a quick sup. And stab you off your horse good and proper. Wait, cheeky get. Get dead. He's probably confused by the fact that I'm wearing his armor. He's like, who are you? You're not part of my crew. And yeah, that is in fact the case. I am not part of his crew. But he realised it too late. God, there's just so many cliffs that there's just no way off. Well, there's one way down, but it's not the safe one. So maybe there's no quick route down to that cave from up here, or... Oh, wait a minute, actually, there is a spirit spring somewhere around there, isn't there? I remember we found it on Noob. Well, we're trying to find it whilst getting harassed by gits on horseback. Not the best. Yeah, there's Mausoleum Friend. Now, there's tombs. It's not quite the way I was intending to get down, but it might work. Well, I can't see another one nearby unless we do a risky jump across there. Which I'd rather not. But from this one, we should be alright. Because then we go down there. Yeah, Torrent, you are more trouble than you're worth in this sort of thing. Oof. Although I wasn't sure I was going to make that one. Now. Yeah, that one's just below us, so... There we go. We're getting the hang of this tomb-based parkour. Kinda. That might require a running jump. And then, yeah, we're close enough to ground level now. Good. Took a bit longer than I anticipated, but we have found ourselves at the cave we need. I'm worried that I'm going to get to like 30 strength with Noob and be like, haha, all my problems are solved. And then all of our problems will not actually be solved. Kind of like when I got the dagger on Sammy. Reduvia. I was like, well, yep, that's us sorted forever. Turns out we weren't sorted forever. And it'd be most distressing if I spend all this time trying to get to 30 and then we still just die a bunch. Yes, we hear you. Bong, clang, bong. There's a spirit spring. So, where is it? It's just below the Finger Crone and just to the west of Raya Lucaria. We'll have to remember this. Also, can we use it to get up on this lad? It's sending us high. Very high. Yay! Because this lad didn't have any barnacles on its legs, did it? But it's covered with the buggers up here. I don't know if barnacles is the right term for them. Skullnacles? Skull dandruff? I guess it's not dandruff because this is the only one where they're on top that I've seen so far. But still. Let's try and clear them off, give them a bit of a trim. Oh, I think we're done. We can't seem to knock them off anymore. And he stopped ringing. Whoa! Yep, we're done. Now, can noob duplicate anything? Yeah! We still haven't used one to dupe that, so let's do it. That's another 20,000 souls. That's a couple of levels. More or less. And now I guess we'll see what else we can see from the old spirit spring that we found. The blessed quiet of a dead mausoleum. Love it. So this could take us up there. If we go east with it, it might take us up there where I was trying to get to before. So let's see what happens if we go east. That wasn't very east, was it? I was trying to get over there somewhere. Whereas this has just taken us to the other gate. Which is not the worst thing in the world. But we could have easily got there by travelling through the academy. So let's try eating Godric's soul, see what happens. Level up. Right, so let's go for the strength. We're going to push for 30 strength. So we need another 6,000 or so to get another level. What if we eat all the runes we've got about our person? We've got a couple of 5s. That's a promising start. And 3 4s. And that'll do it. So that's one more level. Good. So if we hadn't deviated a bit and gone up from 20 to 22 vigour after Renala was annoying me, we'd already be at the 30 strength that I wanted to be at. We've probably also pushed a bit too hard into faith at this point, but that's fine. So now, what if we attack the Erd Tree and all that sort of thing from this direction? So you can drop down again from up there. It's just getting up there that's proving to be the tricky bit. Are these lads tough? They don't look tough. Let's see. Yeah, they don't seem to be that tough. But there are 4 of them, so we shouldn't be too cautious. Too incautious, I should say. But that lad appears to have no options up his sleeve aside from crossbow. So that didn't work out terribly well for him. So yeah, not that tough, not worth many runes. That's fine. Also their armour looks a bit dull. Right, continuing our cliff-hugging adventures doesn't seem to be getting us any closer to up top. There's also a camp with like one cool-looking guy and then a lad that's nowhere near as cool. So let's take out the little lad just to hopefully make the fight a bit easier. And yeah, guard counter into big crits. Love it. Big charge. Got him. Could have been a lot worse. Now what treasure have you got for us over here, friend? A slumbering egg, which feels like it's going to be a rare crafting item. Maybe we'll drop down and hug the cliff further up and just keep an eye out for any more spirit springs that might be around. And if not, we could always head towards Dectus, because we've got both halves now. Given how it wasn't even terribly difficult to get both halves, you could pretty much do it right at the start of the game, I'm sure. In fact, I think that's what most of the OP builds have been doing. The people who are like, yep, here's how you get ridiculously OP within an hour of starting. Which is all well and good, but it's not for us on our first playthroughs. It's nice that you can do it later, so that if you just have a particularly interesting build in mind, that you can get on with it without too many hours of grinding. Rats! Frenzy rats! Come on then. Oh god, they're all frenzy rats, aren't they? And we know what rats are like for rapid fire attacks, which means madness could be on the cards. Who'd have thought horseback is the best way to fight rats? I mean, yeah, real life, maybe, because you can just trample them under your hooves. But it seems that way here as well. But then, yeah, you head round here, and you get into what was a frustrating nightmare the first time, because I didn't know what the hell was happening. I wasn't looking up enough. There it is. Run away, Nubs. The fact that it drains your health as well as everything else that it does is just what makes it an absolute bloody nightmare for me. And the speed with which the bar goes up, although maybe that's just because we've got low stats in whatever this stat is. Robustness or focus or whichever one it is that protects against madness. Been a while since I saw a Sight of Grace, although that one's probably not far away if you're not meandering like a knobhead, as we've been doing. But that's fine, we're allowed to meander like a knobhead every now and again. I suppose we'll venture into Dectus and possibly break half of the quests. Because I'm pretty sure this is one of those points that breaks a bunch of quests. We could hoist the medallion, or we could just sneak on ahead, see what's going on to the side. Nothing much. No, I don't think we'll try jumping, thank you very much. We'll try hoisting. It's quite the elevator. And we've made it at last to the Altus Plateau. Seems like it could be a fun place to hang out. Unless that guy's going to kill us. And that other guy. Which they might. Hello. Hello, Raya.
I've been waiting for you. I knew you had the stuff of champions. I hereby invite you to the Volcano Manor. Take my hand and have audience with my mistress.
As if we could possibly refuse that. I'll take your hand, Raya.
Give me your hand. I will pray that you follow the same path as Lady Tanith.
I'm excited. And just like that, we're in Volcano Manor. There's a map point just outside. That's nice. But, I mean, it's probably polite to speak to Lady Tanith before we do anything else. Wouldn't you say? Hello, lady.
Brave Tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Raya spoke well of you. A warrior of promise, I believe she said. Perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment. Will you join us here at the Volcano Manor and resist the tide? Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the Fingers? Rise with us against the Erd Tree.
So on the one hand, I'd be going up against the Erd Tree and presumably the Golden Order and everything like that. But on the other hand, it means I can hang out with Raya some more. I'll do it. I'll join the Volcano Manor.
Interesting. Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable, but be sure to earn your keep.
Why, thank you, Lady Tanith. We will do just that. We will go down the hall and make ourselves comfortable. Lovely. Down the westward corridor, left-hand side. Thank you. Do you have anything to say, friend?
The drawing room is through. Use the key.
I was trying to talk to your big friend here, but I guess not. That's cool. Thank you, Tanith. I'm just going to pop outside, though, and see if we can't get ourselves a map marker. Because it feels like it's not far away. Although, looking around this place, maybe it's not wise to venture too far outside just yet. Not if there's a giant waiting to smash our face in. But there's the map marker. It looks like there's a hand. It's just going to hang around there as well. Yep, I thought so. That giant sounds a bit angry for my liking. What have we got here? Whoop. Torrent. There we go. Smouldering butterfly. Lovely. And over here we've got, what, a scarab thing? Where's it going to go? Over there somewhere? Something just died. That's nice. Now it's going over that way. Bloody hell. It's going alright, little charge. Try here. So will we see it coming from here? Is that what you're saying? Ah, missed it. Dang. We could ride after it, but then there's a mannequin over there. Maybe we just need to swing a bit earlier. Maybe we just need to use wild strikes when it gets close. Missed. Dang. Maybe we'll come back for it. Let's get the map first. Whoops. Frame rate just went a bit poop for a second. as it does at times in this accursed game. Hands. We don't want hands. We just want maps. Now, where was the map? Was it down there? And more loot. Lovely. There's the map. Yep. Okay. It didn't hit us that hard. But we will take a safety flask. Now. Oh, there's Mount Gelmir, eh? It all looks pretty cool. Pretty fun. Back to the manor.